while I'm cruising down here, I think I want to take this opportunity to do a little know what you're getting into if you're buying a DRZ video. If you know that what you want to do is ride trails and be able to ride on the road, but don't plan on doing long distance highway riding, you know, I mean, 100 miles or so, maybe a little further, and then trails all day, every day. So that's what you end up doing anyway. A DRZ is perfect for you. Now, the thing about it is the DRZ does not come perfectly built for trails straight from the factory. It's an amazing, amazing little bike. Straight from the factory, it's got a 5-speed transmission. It will go top speed of 91 miles an hour. It's got decent gearing. It comes with awful tires. So what I kind of want to get you guys informed on is what you'll need to know that you need to expect to do when you buy a DRZ. I said that horribly, but stick with me. Going into getting a DRZ, I'm sure you've done tons of research because you are the smart people that you are, and you want to know everything about the bike that you're getting. The first thing that you need to know is that the stock seat is awful. It is extremely hard. After about 50 miles, it feels like you're sitting on a concrete slab, and you will want to get rid of it quickly. The second thing you need to know, and this is actually probably way more important than the seat, is that the stock tires, the Bridgestone trail wings, are known throughout the dual sport community as death wings. They are awful off-road tires. If you plan to ride off-road at all, I mean even right there, you need to go get a good set of off-road tires that are dialed into how much off-road riding you're going to be doing. I knew that I was going to be riding OHV areas and trails all over, so I went ahead and got the D606 rear, which is a big old beefy off-road tire. That's what it's made for, and the grip is insane. It might as well be a motocross tire. But it is DOT rated, and it does ride pretty nice on the road. I mean, it's got a fair amount of vibration, but look at it, it's gonna. So the other thing that I knew when selecting tires was that I knew that I was going to be riding on road by myself a lot, you know, down roads like this, maybe a little bit on the highway. And I read in several places that the D606 front tire gives a lot of head shake. What that means is at speed it starts going like this. Alright, let's not do that too much so I don't die. But I, being a new rider, did not want any part of that. So I opted to mix match, which is another big question. Can you mix match tires on a bike? How would I know? I don't know. So I went all through Thumper Talk and all through all the forums and everything, and I actually found a bunch of people talking about on the DRZ riding the D606 rear and the Continental TKC 80 front. There's a gold mine for you. I want to go up and see some of the cool ones way up in the hills, though. We still haven't found any really awesome, old, dilapidated ones. But we have a good idea of where they're at now, so hopefully we can still get to them this season. But I went ahead and got the TKC 80 front tire, which is a lot more geared towards the road, but still has some decent ruts in it. Or some decent tread, sorry. So that way, I was like, alright, well, I won't get the nasty head shake. I can still take it off-road and be okay. And I'll have the D606 for the power, the beef behind me to get me where I need to go. And to be honest, starting out, that was the best choice I think I ever could have made. Nice. But now, a little bit further into it, I've been riding for a little while. I think that I would have gone, or I should go with next season, the D606 front, because I'm doing so much off-road, so many trails that are gnarly, that it would just probably feel a little bit better to have that. I mean, that little grip, you know, when you take turns, I can definitely feel that this tire likes to wash out a little bit, but that's because it doesn't have nearly as much gap between the threads, or between the treads. So it's not digging in nearly as much as D606 front would, which has a little bit more space. So that's tires. Definitely, as soon as you buy the bike, do it. It's not that much more money. It's got $200 bucks, $225, and you're done. The next thing is the airbox mod, the 3x3 mod that I'm sure you've read about, but probably are like, what the heck is that? Actually, this is like the perfect spot to stop. The 3x3 mod. What they do is they take the space in the airbox and they make it basically 3 times, well, they add twice the size that it was. So underneath the seat, which is not removable. But what that allows the bike to do is breathe a lot more easily. But when you get the 3x3 mod done, you're also going to have to get it jetted. So just get it done at the same time. They jet the carburetor, which evens out the gas flow. I'm not going to get into the specifics of it. You can go watch Yama Joe's Busted Knuckle Garage video on his little, what is it, Honda 80. He explains all about jetting all through the carb. But those two things need to be done at once. And I kept the stock pipe for a long time. Now, I've realized that was a big mistake. And I know I've been talking a lot about this lately, but for you guys that maybe haven't seen my videos or don't know, what I'm talking about, I'm just going to tell you. FMF PowerCore 4 FMF Powerbomb header has made a brand new bike. It's incredible. I mean, I'll throw in this. That is all this bike has, and that was it. And this. And you guys will be able to see exactly what I'm talking about because it is Trey awesome. It's woken the bike up and it's been amazing. But those are really the things you need to think about when you get the bike. The only other thing that I might recommend is the handlebars. I've stuck with the stock handlebars. I just haven't gotten around to changing them yet, but since I'm a tall guy, I really have some trouble standing up. And the last thing was that I did myself, with Mr. Scott's help actually, because he had the tools to do it, was cut the damn ugly thing off the back. But that's the basics that you need to know when buying a DR-Z400S, and you will have an amazing bike after that. I'll just show you real quick. You see the treads on there? Those things grip like crazy. Now the treads on here, you see how close they are? They don't sink in as much into the loose stuff, so you get a lot of washout. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed and love my crippled mirror. Those will be next to go to, and I'll be getting some bark busters or whatever hand guards, brush guards. What's happening, guys? I hope you're enjoying the video. I've been trying to put this video together for quite a while now, a few months. And every time I try to record it while I'm riding by myself, I can't compose my thoughts, and I end up making the video and just not covering everything, or just not touching on everything that I want to touch on. And this one has been the closest that I've gotten to saying exactly what I want to say. But of course, I missed something important. If you guys have been watching my last couple of videos, you know that I blew up a radiator. And that's one of the very important things that you need to know when you go to buy a DR-Z. Radiator guards. They're less expensive than some of the other modifications that I've talked about so far. I think it cost $80 for the set of 2 guards, which still seems a little bit expensive to me, but hey man, I'm not a metal worker, and as long as they're going to do their job, that's amazing, and I'm happy to pay what I need to pay to get that done.
That is one of the really, really common issues with the DRZ, is falling over and breaking those really flimsy aluminum radiators. And just so you know, 100%, every single person that I talk to does not fix aluminum radiators. I know some people said that they do, but not, at least not around Denver. But there are a whole host, I mean hundreds of mods that you could do to the DRZ. A great reference is Thumper Talk. Those guys really focus on the DRZ and their DRZ section. There's guys that know this bike inside and out, and they're very helpful. So there's no way that I could cover absolutely everything. My intent with this video was to cover the basics, the stuff that you're going to need to do to get the bike up to trail level, where it's running to its full potential, with all the power that you need to get up up and down these hills. You guys saw in the examples that I just played for you. It's a huge difference. But if anybody ever has any questions, feel free to like me on Facebook. It's Colorado Dual Sport, all one word, and send me a message or just write on the page. I really like getting having those things kind of put in public so that everybody can see, everybody can use it as a reference. But if you're a little timid, go ahead and send me a message. I have no problems answering individual questions, and a bunch of you have done that, which is awesome. But yeah, it's an amazing little bike, and I love it, and it's been one of the best purchases that I've made in quite a while. And as I come up with more stuff, maybe I'll do an update to this video, as I continue to add bar risers and add bars and everything that I plan to do to the bike. As I do it, I'll just keep a little tab going and do an update video for it. But I hope you guys have a great day, and I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you're enjoying all the videos. Thank you so much for your feedback. You guys rock. I will talk to you later. Peace.